I will say that I am not very experienced in the topic, very faintly, but I do have. I did meet one friend once. He lives in Athens now. I think he's like a freelance photographer.
Mhm.
And we went for coffee once. He's a friend of my brother's, and we just I liked him, so we just sat down and talked. I remember him telling me that like for me it was like a first, like the whole thing of the idea of just not ever committing yourself to anyone, but then giving yourself to everything in terms of relationships. So kind of it was like just not just when you're with the person, don't make anything official, don't follow any other demands, just do that and be that. And if that's your thing, then go for it. If that's not, then just live it, take it to the end, and just move on without naming it anything. But then at the end of the day, I'm just thinking that we should just be honest with ourselves and with our partners. I think that's the top priority. Just be honest with what you want to do, your feelings, desires, fantasies, whatever. Just be open and honest.
But that's the bottom line. I agree. I think the same way. Like most than anything, like to be honest with one another about how do you see um, how do you see the relationship, or how do you see, or what are your intentions, or how do you feel about the person, or what do you want for you, and all this kind of stuff. Just to manage expectations so that both well, I'm assuming it's only two if it's a monogamous uh, monogamous relationship. So both individuals know exactly, like, what to expect from one another. So that is key as well for me. And about not naming what the relationship is. I don't know. I think like removing titles relieves a little bit of pressure, let's say, about or breaks the stereotype of what your relationship should look like or what it should be like.
Yeah.
In a way, because we have, maybe unconsciously, we all have like an idea of what a boyfriend should be like or a girlfriend should be like for ourselves. So if you can't name that person is for you, that person is just that person for you. There's no title. So
Yeah.
I think like mentally, at least, there's like this kind of shift. If you if that person is just that person and that's it, you don't own that person doesn't owe you nothing. And if that person is with you, it's because she wants to be with you or he wants to be with you. And this is the main thing for me, like, because a relationship, I think, is like an option and should always be an option, because you are with someone because you want to be with that person,
Yeah.
you know
It's like the door is always open. You can just leave, but you're choosing to stay.
you're choosing to
Yeah.
stay because you want to stay, exactly, and you
Yeah.
can't force that person to stay as well. And if that person at any time wants to leave, that's life, as much as it will probably hurt, but you should keep that door open as well, and not be afraid that person will leave. So in this way, I think removing titles from a relationship is like, it creates this kind of environment, I would say.